Hello everybody, Prowl here, and today I want to show you a brand new add-on that probably every single one of you is going to want to add to your worlds. This add-on will make villager trading way easier, way faster, but do so in a vanilla way. And yes, this add-on was made by my studio, Grindstone Labs, but is available for free on CurseForge for anybody that is on PC or mobile and can access the site. This pack is one half of what hopefully will be my first marketplace pack, which is coming soon and I will provide additional details about later. But this pack right here will remain free to you. So first, let me show you how to get it, how to install it, and I'm going to show you what it does, and then you're probably going to download it because it's pretty awesome. So you are going to either just want to use the link in the description below, or go to curseforge.com. When you search game and type in Minecraft, make sure you go to Minecraft Bedrock. When you do, search for improved trading with villagers. You will see our pack right here. You can just click on download right there, and you may want to check out the description here because it will tell you everything about what it does, but I will cover all that here for you in the video right now as well. Last note, there is a link here to join our Discord channel. This is not my personal Discord channel. It's the one for the studio. You can also decide to support the studio if you want to via Patreon. Supporting on Patreon does help fund the studio, so I do recommend doing it if you are so inclined to do so. But of course, it is not required. You can just as well go through, download, and use this for free. Big shout out to the developer of the pack that was working with me, Dark Block Gaming. I do appreciate all of his help, and make sure you give him a shout out down in the comment section below. Now, once you have downloaded the pack on PC, you just have to double click the pack and it will automatically install inside of your Minecraft. I'm not going to do it because I already have it installed. On mobile, I think there's like some kind of extra step you have to do. I'm not a expert at mobile, so I won't say that. And then again, if you're on console, you're unfortunately going to have to wait till hopefully our pack gets approved to come to the marketplace. That's the only way to get these types of packs onto a console without doing a roundabout method of putting it on a realm on a PC and then going and downloading that realm world onto your console. So there is technically a way to do it, but it's not quite easy to do. Now, once you do so, to apply it to your world, all you do is you create your world, and then either in the world creation process or in a world that is already created, go to behavior packs, and then you will go to available, and then you'll find this improved trading with villagers. You'll click the activate button and it will add on both the behavior pack and the resource pack together. Both of them will get added. Do not put this in global resources. It will not work that way. This pack does not have the see all trades portion because that was not compatible with the marketplace. Therefore, we did not put it in there. So if you want to see all trades, you'll want to make sure you still get that pack from bedrocktweaks.net on PC and mobile. Again, I'm sorry, my console people, you are unfortunately out of luck. Something that due to rules of the marketplace we could not add in. But once it's on there, go ahead and get into your world. Again, this pack will not disable achievements. You will keep achievements in your world when using this pack 100%. Now, let's go over the awesome parts of the pack and how to use it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a crafting table, and you're going to want to get a sugarcane, a paper, and a string. And actually, I'm sorry, you don't even need a crafting table. You can just throw all of these in your little crafting block right here, and you can craft yourself a trade reroll ticket. The trade reroll ticket does not get consumed, so you should only need one, but of course it's pretty easy and cheap to craft others. And this is going to be your main way to interact with villagers. Now, every villager type does have a cost, and if you don't know what that cost is, just go click the trade reroll ticket on a villager and it will tell you what you need. 2 lapis, 3 redstone dust, 1 white wool, 2 bone meal, etc. So that way you know what it is that you're going to need, and you will need to get those things on you. Now, of course, you have multiple ways to re-roll any villager. I just want to talk about the vanilla ways really quick. So hopefully I can kind of sell you on why this is going to be better. So first of all, many of you will know your traditional way of re-rolling a villager to get the trades that you want is you look at your villager, you see what he's got, you decide, okay, I don't want that. And then you have one of two ways of getting the villager to unlink from that profession block. We do it again. Because he loses his profession and you place it back down, he gets the profession back, and that's what gives him a new trade. I can't let this sit. This is infinity. We don't allow that here. Okay, a little bit better. So this method has a couple of issues. First of all, if you have any villagers in the area that are not locked up with their profession block already, then it is very possible, if not likely, that in the process of doing this, something occurs where another villager just unlinks from their block because they're not standing right beside it and decides, hey, I want to become this block that you just put down. Or the villager over here that is running around wild will unlink from his block, or your villager that's sitting right here will decide, oh, hey, I see that there's a block over here to link to. I'm going to link to that instead of the one that you keep picking up and putting down. So to do re-rolling, generally speaking, you have to have all of your villagers locked up in a specific area with their profession block so they will not unlink from it. Okay? Now, on top of that, there's just the inconvenience of having to either do this where you pick it up, you place it down, you wait for him to link, and you do this over and over, checking him. All of this takes a few seconds, and on top of that, if you use your axe, it's going to waste your durability, and sometimes this villager is not going to relink right away, which I'm trying to mimic here. But even when he does relink pretty quick, like you still end up waiting a second for him to do it, and this process is kind of slow. Now you can speed that up with a piston, a sticky piston, and this is a great way to do it. And you can still do it this way if you want to, right? So you could do this. Let me do it again. And you look and see what he has. Either you like it or you don't. Look, there he goes. It took a second to do it. I look and see what he has. I look at the piston, and I just keep doing this over and over until I get the enchant that I want on the book, right? So it's a kind of long, grueling process, and it's pretty boring, which is one of the things I wanted to solve when I created this pack, was the fact that doing this takes a long time, really long time, and it's actually quite boring to interact with. That's where our trade reroll ticket comes in. So let's say this guy, I want to reroll him. All I do is I go to my reroll ticket. I have the cost in my inventory right here, and I click and I look. Looting 1, Thorns 2, Piercing 4, Flame, and that's it. I could reroll him probably 3-4 times, and the amount of time it takes me to do this and look on average, right? I could reroll him instantly. And if you notice, while he does temporarily lose his profession, he actually does not unlink from his block, meaning that you can have villagers running around wild all over the place. It will not matter. When you click him, he will always stay linked with this block because he never breaks the link. So this is great to use in more disorganized situations as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is a slight cost involved. The cost I wanted to introduce because I personally prefer gameplay balance. And what I did was I included a cost that I thought was modest enough to where it's still faster, even if you have to go out and find the lapis to be able to spend. But also I picked things that you're commonly going to find through normal gameplay anyways. So lapis doesn't have much of a use in the game, and you do find quite a lot of it if you go mining. So odds are, by the time you start to set up a villager trading hall, you probably already have stacks and stacks of the stuff ready. And if you don't, you can just go caving, try to find diamonds, iron, gold, redstone, whatever it is you want to find, and you'll get plenty of lapis along the way. And doing that is 100 times more fun and more engaging than this. And this. And just sitting here waiting and waiting. So it's a lot more fun to still save time, but go out and get that lapis, go get some redstone dust, go get some wool, get some leather, get some bone meal, etc., etc. You guys get the point. You have a small cost associated with it, but it's going to be a lot more fun to get that cost, or you're going to already have it just through your normal gameplay to spend with the villagers to reroll them. Feature number 2 is one that solves a pretty annoying part of villager trading, which is you want to get your villagers a discount. If you did not know this, this is how it works. Whenever you have a villager, and if he gets turned into a zombie villager, or if you even find a zombie villager and you do this process, you hit him with a potion of weakness or a weakness arrow that gives him a weakness effect, and you feed him a golden apple, and he turns into a villager. That villager will have permanent discounts meaning that their stuff costs less. So you can see paper normal cost is 24. If I go to this guy, I've already zombified him and changed him back. He is 18 for paper, and he's doing this book trade for 1 emerald. And whatever this book trade is, we don't know what it is, for 1 emerald as well. So you could get permanent discounts on the villager that are way lower than their normal prices. And a little side benefit is whenever you cure a zombie villager into a villager, all of the villagers around him will get a small discount on their stuff for, I don't know the exact amount of time. I think it's somewhere around a couple of hours, as long as they're within, I think, 16 blocks of the villager that you cure. The problem with doing this is to turn your villager into a zombie villager, you have to let the villager get killed by a zombie on hard difficulty. Now, doing that can be quite annoying because you have to catch a zombie. You have to not have it burn up in daylight. So you either have to do it underground or you have to put a helmet on him. And then you have to trap it. And then you have to move it beside the villager to where it only hits that villager. Usually that involves minecart rails and making a little path behind. And you have to stop him at the right spot and pull him back out. It's really annoying. It literally takes forever. It's not easy to do. If you've done it before, you've probably at some point accidentally converted your entire trading hall over. So instead, what I wanted to do was make it easier to do that part, but still keep the vanilla mechanics. And I've given myself arrows of weakness, which are actually a great thing to get. Your Fletchers can actually sell you arrows of weakness as their final trade. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to zombify this guy. You do have to make sure you're on hard difficulty. That's just how the game works. And you're going to shift or crouch and click him with your poison potato. That will instantly transform him into a zombie villager. Do not do this in this type of a setup where they do not have a gap, because if you do, if I turn this guy, he will attack and turn this guy, and that's going to chain all the way down to the whole row. And you don't want to do it that way. It's going to cause a lot of problems, and you're not going to be able to convert them all back without them attacking each other and turning themselves back again. Go ahead and just tap your bow to pluck this guy, feed him a golden apple, and after approximately 2 minutes, he will turn back into a villager. He will have his permanent discounts. All of your other villagers will have temporary discounts, and you'll be all good to go. I picked the poisonous potato because I like giving items that do not have much of a use inside of Minecraft a use, and poisonous potatoes aren't super easy to get. This recipe may change in the future. I kind of want to make like a poison potato stew that uses like zombie flesh or rotten flesh or something like that, but I didn't get that far yet. So just the poison potato now will do. You wait the time, and boom, that's all you got to do to zombify your villager and then change him back to get your permanent discounts. Again, this fits inside of the vanilla gameplay loop of Minecraft. It uses all of the vanilla mechanics. It just gives you a slightly shorter, quicker, more convenient way to convert your villager to the zombie in the first place, and it's kind of fun. And last but not least is baby villagers. Whenever you need villagers, you have to breed new ones. Oh God, these guys are running around outside. They need to get back in here. Come on. You need to make baby villagers. They're actually quite annoying. They run around everywhere, just like they're doing right now. Hopefully they come back in here. And slimes are probably going to attack me if I come out here. That's fine. Baby villagers are super annoying, and it takes them forever to grow to adult villagers. These guys right here will take, well, first of all, I have no clue where they're going, so I'm going to follow them. But they take 20 minutes to grow. 20 minutes is quite a long time to have to wait, especially if you're trying to do something. Often when I make trading halls like this, I end up just like breeding all the villagers there and then going AFK for a while. And then you end up having to kill a couple of them because they become nitwits, and then you have to wait for more babies to grow. It's quite annoying. So just like all other breedable mobs in the game, you should be able to feed these guys a food to grow them. You can feed a baby cow wheat to make it a big cow. You can feed a baby sheep wheat to make it a big sheep. So why not have something like that to do with villagers? Well, we all know kids need to eat their vegetables to grow strong. So for the cost of 20 beetroot, see I went to 44, he grows automatically. He spent 20 there and spent another 20 there, and I automatically grew all 3 of those villagers to be full-size adults, really quick and easy. All I had to do was farm up some beetroot. And again, I chose beetroot because it's a pretty underutilized item in the game. So I thought it would be fun to give it an additional use. Now, again, you can get this pack for free on CurseForge. Make sure you go download it there. If you enjoy it, make sure you drop me comments and let me know that you like the pack. Please spread it around with friends, family, anybody else that you know plays Minecraft. Let them know that it does not disable achievements on their world and that they can get it for free. And if you like it enough and you have the means to do so, consider supporting the studio through the Patreon link that'll be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching today. I do appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.